Hey folks, it's Marvin Cash, the host of The Articulate Fly, and we're back with another Central Virginia fishing report with Ethan Martin at TaleTellers Fly Shop. How are you doing today, Ethan?
Oh, it's been a really good day here, so I'm happy.
Well, that's great. I mean, you're kind of lucky. We're recording this on the 26th of November, and you're getting a little bit of water and it's warming up, and I know you took advantage of that to go brook trout fishing earlier this week.
Yep. Yeah, we headed out yesterday, and originally we were going to go on a float trip for muskies, and then one thing led to another, and we ended up saying, well, let's just go up to the mountain streams and have at it and see what it's like after the spawn. And it ended up being a pretty good day. It heated up a little bit. I guess it was about midday. It started heating up, and that's when we really started catching fish, which is pretty usual for brook trout this time of year. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, good fishing probably between about 1 and 3:30, I would imagine.
Yeah, we started at, I guess it was probably about 10, just because it's hard to not start earlier. And we caught a couple of fish on nymphs, like in the morning, just doing a dry dropper rig. And then it wasn't probably until about 1, honestly, that we caught a few fish on dry flies yesterday. But that's, yeah, in terms of a fishing report on that stuff, it would just be, you know, if you are starting early in the day, I would be doing a dry dropper and expect most of your fish to be on the nymph, whatever it is. And then it was about midday that when it got the hottest, because I took a water temperature right when we first started, because I'm a nerd. And when we first started, the water temp was like 42 degrees, and that's in the shade in the mountain stream. And then by midday, it heated up to being about 47. So just that little 5-degree fluctuation was enough to get them going off on the surface. And it was pretty basic flies too that they were eating, you know, nothing too fancy, but the stuff was a little smaller. I mean, size 14 and 16 was pretty much what everything was that we were throwing.
Yeah, and it's funny, they'll tell you what they like, and you know when to cut that dropper off because you're just not catching fish on it anymore.
Yeah, yep, and that happens quite a bit, especially in the spring, and then, or I'll just put on 2 dry flies and just cast that, and that does pretty good.
Yeah, so I would imagine, right, wild brookies, not super pattern specific, really more about just good presentation, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just get a good drift, and then you're pretty much set. We use a pretty basic, it's like a no hackle caddis fly, essentially. It's got like a black body, and I just call it Ethan's High Vis caddis. I don't know. There's probably a million names you can come up with it, but if anybody wants to know how to tie it, there's a tying video on our website. Just call it Ethan's High Vis caddis. That's the one that we used pretty much all yesterday. And then I think my dad caught one on a purple haze or something like that. But it's pretty simple fly, so it's worth filling your box with.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, you know, you're getting ready to kick off probably the biggest time of the year for the shop, that sprint from Thanksgiving to Christmas. What have you got going on for the holiday shopping season?
Well, we just got all of the Umpqua stuff, all of their new packs and bags that they put out. We have all of them in stock. They've got a lot of cool stuff. And then, let's see, what else have we got in? Got a couple of new rods in from Thomas & Thomas. Then we've got all of the, well, actually, I say that. I think I just sold out of them. But we had the Cheeky preloads. Those have been a really popular reel. So you get the line backing and the reel all for $99. So we've got those in. We're going to do a couple of sales this weekend. I guess when people are listening to this, it would be Friday or Saturday. But yeah, we've got a couple good deals coming in for Black Friday and then the Shop Small Saturday. So stuff like if you get a rod and reel, you get a free fly line and a free TaleTellers hat. So, and then several other good deals that if people are interested in, you know, they can look at. We'll post everything online as well. So that'll be in the store or online purchases. And then every $50 that you spend, your name gets put in the hat to win a free net. It's a Broden, like a carbon fiber net. And it's about, I think it's like $165 value. So some cool stuff like that.
Well, that's awesome. Well, folks, keep an eye on Ethan's website and on his social media feeds. And, you owe it to yourself to, if you can do them both, if you can fish and do some holiday shopping this holiday weekend, that's great. But you should definitely try to get out there and catch a few after you eat your turkey.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Well, great. Well, listen, Ethan, before I let you hop, why don't you let people know where they can find you on the internet and where you are in downtown Lynchburg?
Yeah, you can find us online at TaleTellersVA.com. You can call the shop. I'm usually the one that's going to be picking up the phone for fishing recommendations, flies, anything like that. Just give us a holler. You can email us. We're on Instagram. Or if you just want to come down and actually say hi, which that's my preferred method because I like to talk to people all day. But the shop's located in downtown Lynchburg on 920 Commerce Street. So if you're ever in the Lynchburg area, there's a whole lot of stuff to do around here, from fishing in the James, which is just right downtown, to saying hi to me, to getting coffee or breakfast or anything. So just stop on by.
Absolutely. Well, listen, tight lines, everybody. Tight lines, Ethan.
Tight lines, man.